new Black Wall Street. Do it right, build wealth, live life, economic empowerment, real tips, insight on the new Black Wall Street. It's on the new Black Wall Street. Here's your host. The new Black.
All right, man. Good morning. Good morning. Top of the morning to you beautiful people. Figured I'd do something a little different this morning to get my day started. Well, something that's normal for me, but different as far as showing what I do, some of the stuff that I do live. This is just going to be a trading session that I'm going to be working on, figuring out what I want to do, and then try to answer any questions that might be out there. Obviously, it's super early in the morning because I trade when everybody else is asleep, so I'm not distracted. I will say I will kind of talk about some things and share some things with you along the way, and hopefully it's beneficial for you. But most of the stuff we do behind, private walls, closed doors, all that stuff. So you won't see much of this for me. But if it's something that you're saying you want to learn, then you simply join my club. It's just that simple. So and that club is the Black Billionaires Club. So if that's something that you're interested in, I'll be popping that up every now and then. You simply go to the website, the Black Billionaires Club, and choose to join the club. It's a business development and wealth building club for Black folk, and that's where we can have some time together. You can also get sessions with me one-on-one if this is something that you want to learn. I am proficient in stock investing, and I'm learning more about crypto trading, which is what I'm doing tonight or this morning. We also have other people. It's not just me, it's other people. You want to connect with like-minded people that can help you level up, then you join the club. It's just that simple. We just a new brother just joined us on the partner side to help teach about stock options and things like that. And I will say right now, I am looking for someone in the Forex market. It's very difficult to find teachers, by the way. You got a lot of people that know what they're doing, but are not willing to teach it because, as you guys know, teaching can be one of the lowest paid professions in the world, although it's one of the most valuable. Now, Bronson, you say you don't have to do crypto through Coinbase. There's other ways that you can do it. I'm just going to show you Coinbase because in the United States, I believe it's probably one of the most popular, easier to navigate. But I can probably find a platform for you in New Zealand that would work. But today it's just about kind of understanding concepts and understanding what this is. Now, I will say crypto trading can get complex because you might trade crypto to crypto, and then so your understanding of your native currency versus what you see with Bitcoin could be kind of difficult. And so let me premise this by kind of talking about my philosophy for my approach. Everybody put in console approach. It's important that you develop a strategy or you develop an approach to this market. So first, let me guys show you. I am actually this is a secondary. This is a pro account. And what I'm saying is, over here is Coinbase. This is Coinbase that you guys may be familiar with. If you are not familiar with it and you're in the United States and you don't have a account like a crypto account where you can access the crypto market, well, you can use my link to join Coinbase if you decide to do that. Now, the only reason why I'm on Coinbase from a standpoint of this video or any videos that I do is because it's easy to see on Coinbase. If I'm on my other platforms that I have or my other accounts, it's not visually appealing. So it's easier for me to teach off of Coinbase. Great place to start, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you stay there. But the cool thing about Coinbase as well is they are working to be the #1 crypto exchange or crypto market. And I believe they might be in the United States, but they do have a pro account. So if you get your account set up with Coinbase, you can then go over to Pro Coinbase, which is their trading platform, which is over here. Now, I'll tell you this, it's a different hat that you wear between investing which is what some people, if you get started, you probably start on the investing side, which is I'm going to buy this asset. I'm going to hold it for a while, maybe for the rest of my life. I might use it to build wealth over time from a retirement standpoint, from a legacy standpoint, things like that, right? And that's cool. That's a great place to start to help develop your mindset as it relates to building wealth. But see, what this is, though, this is trading. And this is a difficult transition for some people to make because you have to make some decisions. So the decision that I have to make in my trading account is not to hold anything. And that's difficult to do because I still want to hold Bitcoin. I still want to hold Litecoin or whatever. So what I have to do in my mind, which is the thing that's going to determine my success, right? You know, you get better as your mind gets better, as you develop a wealth mindset, and you're able to put on different hats at different times, you can have success. So if I approach my trading account with my investing mindset, I'm going to fail with trading. If I approach my my investing platform with my trading mindset, I'm going to fail at investing. Does that make any sense to anybody? So what I got to do is I got to say, okay, well, if it's something that I want to hold, then I'm going to hold it over here or wherever I hold my stuff at. I'm going to hold it on my Coinbase platform. So I'll just show you guys this for a second. So over here, I have my Coinbase. Here's my little portfolio. I don't keep much on Coinbase because this is not where I do my crypto stuff. But for the purposes of showing you, I have some stuff over here. So on my Coinbase account, you know, I have a little bit of Litecoin. I got some of this Cosmo, all the stuff I got for free, right? And I got some stuff down here, and this thing is growing over time, you know, and I got some money that's growing here, right? I got stuff that's going on, right? So if I'm going to hold something like buy Bitcoin, which I don't buy on Coinbase, but then it needs to be over here, right? But if I want to go trade, which is understanding trade. Trade is my concept of trade, and everybody has their own philosophy on it. But when I was studying billionaires, what they do is they trade stuff for stuff. So the richest black man in the world, he got his start by, first by trading, candy when he was younger. He used to trade his dollars for candy, then sell that candy, to his friends. They get the money and then do it all over again. Then he would have his friends come work for him. He would trade his dollars for candy. Then he would disperse the candy out to his now workers or employees, his friends. His friends would go out and sell the candy, bring back the profits, and then he would just keep doing it. So he went from working for money to then having other people work for the money for him when he was at a young age, 12 to 14 years old. Then this billionaire took this concept of trading and got into commodities. So he would then trade his dollars for sugar and cement imported from the outside countries, because he is actually in Nigeria, and then keep the same concept of trading. So I'm taking the concept of trading. I'm saying I'm gonna trade asset for asset, or I'm gonna trade currency for currency, or in this particular case, I'm gonna trade coin for coin. Everybody putting console trade. I'm gonna trade coin for coin, right? What's going on, Isaiah? Yeah, you do have to figure out how to use it. I teach this stuff, how to use it. You got any questions or whatever? I just don't teach for free, Isaiah. So, you can. I saw you in my inbox, and I think I reminded you very very nicely that I don't answer stuff really. I don't answer stuff unless people pay me. I don't mind if you, but I do like people asking me questions, because then I can then come on something like this. Right, I'll answer on something like this because it's going to help a whole bunch of people at one time. But for people to get my one-on-one time, you got to pay me or you got to join my club, one of the two. And either way, you're paying me. But anyway, so if you got a question, feel free to ask in the comments, because this is going to help a whole bunch of people who might watch this now and watch this later. So feel free. So what we're on right now is actually a Coinbase. What you're looking at now is a Coinbase Pro. So here we can see the asset. In this particular case, up in the far left, you'll see I'm looking at a pair, which would be BTC, which is Bitcoin, and USD, which is the US dollar. Now, you can see here that I actually have some Bitcoin, which is not good for me, right? So let's just see if I were to look and see how much Bitcoin do I have. This is let's just do. So right now in this account, I have $3,800 worth of Bitcoin in my trading account. And I'm kind of sick because that's not good. I don't need to have as much Bitcoin in my trading account because this makes it untradeable. And when I say that, because untradeable, it's not untradeable. It's untradeable at these levels, right? I can this much Bitcoin, I can only do one or two things. I can either trade it for another asset, or I gotta wait on it, to go back up in value to actually sell it for a profit, right? I'll probably wait till it gets back about 34,000. So I'm stuck, kind of, sort of, because when I did this, I'm still trying to figure this out, like how I want to approach this market. But I got $3,800 sitting over here in Bitcoin that I really can't do much with because of where, well, I can, but it's going to take some work, because here's what I got to do. I got to come over here to a Bitcoin crypto market, and now I can trade my Bitcoin, which you see the BTC, for example, for ETH, which would be Ethereum or anything else that's listed here. Now, here's the problem. The problem is when Bitcoin declines, pretty much all the other stuff declines. So I'm looking to trade a declining asset to another declining asset. That doesn't make much sense, other than this declining asset may be able to appreciate faster than the current asset that I have. So I'm in quite of a quandary right now, trying to figure out how am I going to get out of this position I put myself in, because I approached this trading market with the investors market thinking, let me acquire as much Bitcoin as I can, or let me trade all this stuff out for Bitcoin. And I don't believe that was the right move. So I made a little boo-boo, and I'm kind of stuck. I don't know what to do right now. I do know what I can do, but I don't know what to do. For example, right, Bitcoin is down 2.61% over the past 24 hours, right? Uni is up, CGLD is up 11%, 7% compared to Bitcoin. So I can't trade. I don't want to trade Bitcoin into CGLD or Uni swap. CGLD is CeeLo. So my options would be, I guess, to find something that dropped at a bigger rate than Bitcoin, to get out of the Bitcoin, to get into the tradable asset that I can then get out of that might jump up faster. So that puts me at maybe a BAL, a balancer, right? A synthetics, Bancor. GRT is probably a good candidate. LRC, that's another good. I got some good candidates. Okay, I do got some good candidates. Oh, here we go. Band's a good candidate. Oh, comp. I got some good candidates. Okay, so let's look at my candidates here. Algo is a good candidate. Okay, I do got some good candidates, so I can get out of some of this BTC, because Ethereum's not a good candidate, Litecoin's not a good candidate, Bitcoin candidate, because if they're moving at the same rate, it's no point. It's no point. EOS, Dash, no. All right, so I do have some good candidates that I can trade out of this declining asset into another declining asset that's declined more, with the hope that when it recovers, that it'll recover greater. Does that make any sense to anybody? Oh Lord. Whew. I don't know if and here's the deal, guys. I know that the platform is a little small, so I'm gonna try to talk you guys through everything, because I just can't blow it up. When I try to blow it up, it gets distorted. So let me see if I can do that. That might make it better. But that's about it. That's about as best I can do. So I do have some candidates available. What's going on, Tony? That I can get out of this $3,800 that I put myself in with Bitcoin in my trading platform. Now, if it was on my investing platform or my investing account, that's cool. That's not cool. And this is part of me putting on a trade. I'm an investor by nature, or by growth, or by development. I'm a trader. I'm learning to become a better trader. Okay. And so hopefully I've helped you to at least understand there's a difference there by putting a console investor versus trader. You have to decide how you are going to approach the market to be successful. right? Are you going to be an investor? I know, Tisha, you're probably an investor because you're running a business, you're building your business out, so you're not going to may not have time to trade. Bronson, I know that you want to get into probably doing a little bit more trading. I'm not quite sure, but I know you do a lot as well. So it does have something to do with the time that you have. Do you have time to be a trader, right? Investor, you have to decide. And here's what I find: there's some people who have a trading mindset, and trading mindset is kind of like a lotto mentality. You want to get in, get out, trade your dollars for an asset, have that thing appreciate real quick, get out of it. It's a real quick exchange. May happen in an hour, may happen in a day. We have a lot of people that have trading mindsets, but they're trying to invest, and they haven't figured out that there's a difference yet. Okay, and a lot of Black folk have trading mindsets. They do it all the time throughout the day. Trading their time for something of minimal value, all types of stuff. So let's look at my candidates here. I mean, I'm gonna have to write this down because I might forget. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting session here. So what I'm looking for is something that has declined significantly more than Bitcoin. Because again, with Bitcoin, we can look at it here. With Bitcoin, when Bitcoin drops, pretty much everything else drops. You see this? So Bitcoin, this is its 24-hour curve. And here's Ethereum dropping at pretty much the same rate. Bitcoin Cash, same rate. Litecoin, same rate. Stellar Luma, same rate. Graph, same rate. Compound, same rate. CeeLo is the opposite. So now I've learned something, right? What have I learned with CeeLo? What have I learned with CeeLo? Being that it's like it's an opposite. It's moving in the opposite direction than pretty much everything else. What have I learned? Well, what that tells me is that once whatever it is that I'm doing turns and begins to appreciate, then I can then trade my appreciating asset, right? I can sell it high, and then I can buy more than likely CeeLo, which would then probably be depreciating. So I can buy CeeLo low. I don't want to buy CeeLo right now because it's high. So I could trade whenever something else turns, when the market turns, and it will turn, I can then trade out something that appreciated in exchange for CeeLo, which I would assume at some point would then be depreciating. And then just keep going through the cycle over and over and over again, recycling money over and over and over and over and over again and getting rich. Do y'all see that? Right? So I see that CeeLo is moving differently in a sense than these other currencies. And there's another one out there too. I don't have everything on my watch list, but I just want you to be able to see that. DAI is moving pretty stable. That's a stable coin. It's going to stay kind of where it is. So I can get out of stuff and get into that for a little while. While I'm waiting on stuff, I can do some stuff. Okay. So let me go back to my trading platform. So Bitcoin has declined. Bitcoin declined 2.81% to the dollar. I'm gonna look at it versus the dollar, and then first compared to Bitcoin, Ethereum's dropped 2.8. So I'm looking for something that's over 4%. So we got Atom compared to Bitcoin, Atom, XTZ, which is Tezos, Zcash, ZEC. I have to get out of this $3,800 so I can get back to some liquidity, some cash flow, so I can trade more. REP, Algo, that's a great candidate. I'm probably going to go big on Algo. KNC, Comp. So right now I'm just thinking, man, how can I get out of this thing? If you see CeeLo's up 11%, so I know that's a counter trade opportunity. CLG, I'm gonna put that in my counter category. I'm gonna put Uni in my counter category. This is for me to understand later. LRC is a good candidate. So I think number one right now is Algo. Uni is a counter. I already said that. Possibly. Balancer or BAL. And SNX. So I actually love algo. So let me start there. So let's take a look at algo. This is compared. I'm gonna tell you what all this means. This is compared to Bitcoin. All right, comparing to Bitcoin. So Algorand to Bitcoin pair. If you're in Forex or have you seen Forex, and that's what we're looking at there. We're looking at these two pairs. Okay, so what I'm gonna say is, okay, let me see how algo is moving. I need to get an idea of what they're moving, how they're trading, and all that stuff. Over to the right, I have trade history. These are transactions that have taken place over this time period, and it seems like the transactions are moving kind of slow, or maybe it's just this platform is moving slow because I don't see anything moving over the past few seconds or milliseconds or something like that. So maybe I need to come out and come back in because I don't think that's accurate. Let's see here. Let me come back into this thing. Or maybe it's just that could be Coinbase moving slow as well. Yeah, it just updated. No, I didn't. I gotta get back to it. Where was it? Algo. Okay, Algo. Okay, so it did. Oh, it was a little lengthy time. Okay. So I'm currently on. I'm gonna go from small to out as far as my candles are concerned. Short term to long term. So this is my short term. We see these gaps going on. Okay, this thing dropped all the way down here to 0.1724. Okay, I'll talk about that in a second. 5 minutes here. I see the thing all the way down to earlier this morning, 1.724. This is a little bit longer. These are 5-minute candles. Gives me almost half a day. 15-minute candle should give me a 24-hour period. And I can see that the algo, based upon this 15-minute candles, I can see some upward movement here, but it's really going sideways. It looked like it was going to increase, but then it didn't retest its highs on this particular chart. So I'm considering this to actually be moving sideways, trying to figure out which direction it's going to go to break out. We can see the same thing here. I consider this to be this top end to be more of an outlier, and this is more on the 1 hour candles, and this is going to go out over a 3-day period. But I do see some support here. This 0.1704 place, and that's probably where I'm going to go here as it relates to something that's right now on the decline. Because it's on the decline, I can assume that it's going to probably retest this support level and allow me to get out of some of this BTC that I want to get out of. I'm gonna go to a little bit longer because now we can look at from a longer perspective. I can still see an incline. So if I can get it at if it does test this support level, which now I really see here, we see right here. I don't know if you guys can see that. Does that show up as? Do you see the circle like highlighting? Do y'all see that? I just want to make sure. I don't know if you see that or not. Do you see my mouse hitting the circle? A circle? Or y'all probably didn't see that. I don't know if that popped up on the screen or not. Let me do it again. I'm gonna do it right now. Y'all let me know if y'all see it. If y'all see me highlighting with my mouse. I don't know if y'all see that or not. Y'all see that? Did y'all see that? Anyway, I don't know if y'all did or not. Maybe y'all still sleep like I was. Anyway, so right here, and I don't know if y'all can see that, but anyway, I see this having come up and reached a resistance level that it broke out of. But this same resistance level got tested as a support level. Resistance just means, it hit a ceiling. Support means it hit a floor or a trampoline. So it hit this resistance on 118, bounced down, and then retested it and broke through. Still indicating an upward trend long term. But I need to make a short-term decision, right? So I'm confident that this thing's gonna keep going up over the long term. But again, I'm not investing right now. I'm trading, so I don't care. I care about the long term as far as its movement to give me the confidence that it will hit a resistance level that I can set. but I really don't care about long term as far as how long I'm going to be in it. And then we look at the, it's been on this platform since the 7th of December. It went through its bottom trough, and then it has inclined ever since then. So I got a good idea for me of where I want to actually try and do this at, which would be about 1.17. So what I would do is this over here is the order book. And this is all about open interest, where other people have orders in place to actually acquire this particular asset or trade out this asset for asset or currency or coin for coin. So I'm going all the way down to part 1.7. I don't feel like there's enough open interest there. So I'm actually going to bump this thing up here to 0.1709, where I see a lot of other open interest with the belief that, look at that, 0.1722. Oh, if I want to get this filled, then I might have to pay a little bit more. I'm going to go to 0.1722. There's a lot of open interest there, 18,000. So I can be in that bunch, hopefully, to get this thing filled out at that particular level. Did I? Oh, it just changed. It wasn't 0.722. It was 0.1729. Is that correct? I thought it was. Okay, let's just do 0.1729. Maybe that's it. Let me go out just a little bit further. Okay, yeah, it is 0.1729. Okay. So now I can say, okay, we have these three options. We have a market order, a limit order, and a stop order. A market order would be where you don't tell the price. You just say, hey, I want to buy right wherever it is right now. And it will go into effect right now. But you would if you do a market order, you would only be able to buy so much depending on what's available at that particular price. And then I have a limit order, which I can say, okay, well, here's how much I want to buy. And out of that, right? And then I have a stop order. So I'm gonna do a limit order because I want to be able to set the price, right? I want to set my terms. Everybody putting down on my terms. I want to set my terms. This is about what I want to do. All right. No, you couldn't see the little. Yes, you could see this. Okay. No, you couldn't see it, Kenyatta, and yes, you could see it. I don't know. All right. It sounds like you're saying that somebody could see it, somebody couldn't see it. I don't know. So, but anyway, I think y'all get my gist, right? I'm basically finding a place on a short-term position, looking at a long-term upward trend with something that's currently that has been declining, believing that I'm still going to hopefully retest this area here, which will be right about here. But I'm actually going up. I'm going up because I really want to get out of this Bitcoin. So anyway, so how much of this algo am I going to freaking buy? Okay, so I know I have $3,000 worth of Bitcoin, but I'm not trying to buy $3,000 worth of algo. And let's just do 1,000. I don't even know what that. See, the problem is I don't know how much that would actually be in terms of Bitcoin. That's 0.17. That's only 10% of that, so that's good. I'll just go with 1,000. Let's just see what happens. I'm gonna do 1,000 lots. I'm gonna do 1,000 lots of everything. So I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna put in an order, right, to buy 0.1729. Y'all see that it popped up over here? So my order is in this lot where all this open interest is. Now it may come down and pass that, but where else do I see where it can support? I don't see. I mean, maybe 1.725. Everything else below this is pretty light. If I look at my depth chart, I start to get, I start to really. Oh, I gotta go out some. This is not good. I gotta go out some. Here's my mid-market price. When I start to get, no, that's too far out. That's too far out. So here, so yeah, so you see, we see, oh, it's over here. Wait a second. 0.17. Oh, I got to go out some. Okay, here we go. Go out a little bit more. All right. So right here, we see the jump up as far as from 0.173 to 0.178, we see the increase of orders that are out there. This kind of gives me a visual of what we see over to the left. The order book. This gives me a visual of the amount of orders that are out here on the books, waiting to be filled. All right. So what does I say? So that was algo. I'm gonna look at LRC too. So my goal right now as a trader, I have to get out of this Bitcoin. I got to get out of this Bitcoin I've been holding, and I put myself in a bad position unless I'm going to wait on Bitcoin to recover. And I don't want to wait on Bitcoin to recover. I want to go make some moves. I want to make some stuff happen. I feel like trading. Okay, just stuck over in the Bitcoin certain rate. So one of the difficult things is going to be, guys, if you get into the space, is realizing that you can't. It's hard to read how much Bitcoin, right? Unless I'm going to trade my Bitcoin out for USD, which I'm not going to do until it increases. Then it's very difficult for me to really see, okay, how much money am I spending? Because I don't know money in terms of Bitcoin. I know money in terms of dollars right now. But I do know that all that I had owned was at least about $3,800. So I'm just gonna go with that and just say, okay, well, I don't know how much I don't know how much 1,000 algo is. I can probably figure that out, but I don't want to figure that out. I just want to keep moving. Okay, I'm just gonna trust my understanding. So I'm gonna go to LRC. I'm gonna do this one too, looping. This is the second. Looks like to be one of the second best choices to try to get out of my Bitcoin that I foolishly got in over here as an investor when I'm over here trying to trade. And I'll show you how that impacted my account. I mean, it impacted it. It did. Let me show you. So because I foolishly did that, it's not that bad, but I was up to about $5,500, but I allowed my account to drop with Bitcoin as it dropped, and now I'm down to $55,070. So okay, so I got to make this up. I need to get to $6,000 by the end of the week. I can't play around with this stuff. I got to stay on code. Everybody putting down, so stay on code. You got to stay on code, whatever that code is for you. Now, I don't care if you trade in Forex or options or whatever it is that you decide to trade, but you develop your strategy and you stay on code. That's the most difficult thing, to be disciplined to your strategy, to be disciplined to the plan that you set forth to be successful as a trader. And that's one of the most difficult. That's one of the most difficult things to overcome, is your own desire to do a whole bunch of other stuff instead of just doing what works. Everybody put in console, do what works. Stay on code, do what works. If it's working, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. All right. Now I'm still developing my code, but I understand that I stepped out. I stepped out and made a mistake. And not too bad. Anyway, let me look here at LRC. So again, okay, so see what I'm saying? So there's no trading going on over here. All right. I don't see any. Is this really broken? Let me go back. I didn't see no trade history over there. What is going on? All right, doesn't seem to be that too many people are trading LR. Come on, man, for real? Nah, I'm not gonna believe it. I don't know if this thing just not popping up or what. But anyway, let's just go with it. Yeah, maybe it's not. Okay, this is maybe it's not a lot of trading that's going on here. So I'm looking at 5-minute candle, decline on the 5-minute, 15-minute, still showing decline on the 15-minute candle. So I haven't found a spot right now. On a 1-hour candle, which goes out about 3 days, now I'm starting to see some support here about where we are, about 1.262, which puts me at 1.264. And then if I look at my 6-hour candle, which goes out about 2 weeks, I see long-term upward motion. So I'm going to come back to my 1-hour candle, and I'm going to try to get this thing at 0.1264, which I'm at. And I don't know how much this is, but I'm going to put in 1,000 lots Let's see. I'm still not. I mean, that's not even nothing, but it's something. That's 0.12 point 0.01 into 0.1. So that's 10% of my. That's not even 10%. That's about 10. This seems to be about $300 that I'm putting over here out of my $3,800. That's fine. Let's make it do what it do. Okay, so I just put in about, and I might be going fast, guys, because I'm pretty confident in what I'm doing. I'm gonna look over here, balancer. That's another, looks like it's another all right candidate at this particular point. I don't own any balance. Go back out here, look at my short-term account. Not a lot of trading going on short-term. Not a lot of trading going on. These are gaps in trading. So it is moving a little bit slower than I like for it to move. It's only 7,200, so I might this might be an asset that's hard to get rid of. It might, but I doubt it, because when I exchange it back for dollars, it'll be different. 15 minute, a lot of gaps here. See what I'm saying? Like a lot of non-trading activity that's taking place. Not a good look. So I don't know if I really want to get into balance. And I will, but it's just going to be a smaller. So I look at my 1 hour chart. I can finally see we saw some upward momentum, and then it bounced from this ceiling here. Not really showing much, showing a lot of resistance here, on down, and it's right now it's on a decline. So I can afford to maybe go a little bit further out, because it's already broke this support. I mean, this resistance level here. So it's probably coming down again to a new support level, which I would say probably going to be around 0.6. So I'm going to try to see if I can find something at the 0.6 range. I'm not going to pay too much for balance, because it's not enough liquidity in this balance thing. And I sure don't see a whole bunch of orders for this thing either. Oh, Lord, I don't think I want this. I mean, I want to try to get it, but my goodness, I might pass on this. I'm definitely not going to pay too much for it. You know what I mean? I'm not going to pay too much for it. And it doesn't look like it's moving enough to get to where I would be comfortable paying for it. And it don't have enough orders on it from the public to show much interest in owning this thing. Y'all see that? Lord Jesus. I mean, I don't know about this one. Yeah, I think I'm going to pass on balance. It's just not enough. There's not enough activity going on. Yeah, I know, man. I can use a crypto converter. That's going to take up some time, brother. I don't need to do the math, though. Why do I need to do? If I'm trading, that's a good point, Donto. But if I'm trading crypto for crypto, I just need to know percentages. I don't really need to know the math. You know what I mean? That would be useful if I was new, but I'm not new. I don't really need to know that. In essence, I don't really care how much it's worth. Other than, is it 5% of my portfolio, 10% of what I own, 50% of, you see what I'm saying? Like, because I'm just trading asset for asset. The only time I should be concerned about how much something is when I'm ready to sell it. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, not for you guys, but for me, like, because in this trading environment, things are moving so fast. I don't have time. I don't want to take the time to try to figure that stuff out, when at the end of the day, I'm just putting an order in based upon momentum, based upon direction, based upon popularity, based upon supply and demand. So it's again, that's why I'm saying it's a little bit different when you start to. It's hard to switch the way in which we think to approach stuff like this. And Jamel is in I think he's in Forex, right? I bet he would say the same thing. Probably the most difficult thing for him, as he's learned investing, is to then begin to put on the mind of trader and also develop a strategy and then stick to that strategy, right? I believe he would probably say the same thing. And we got any other traders here? Anybody else that's trading, that's here live with us? I know it's early in the morning. And again, this is not for everybody. Even if they were up, they probably wouldn't tune in, because it just doesn't seem like something. I'm telling you. To me, this is a video game. I'm just trying to figure out how to beat the boss. I feel like this is Mario to me. I be in here like, trying to get my coins. I'm just like, that's what I be doing. I look at it like a video game. So I'm just, but yeah, that's useful, Donto. Don't get me wrong. That is useful, but I just don't think I really need it. You know what I'm saying? For me, I don't think I really need to be converting stuff right now because I'm just trying to have something grow. I don't really care. You know what I mean? I can look over here at my portfolio and see how much I own. So I don't really care. As long as I'm getting it at a good price based upon its chart, I feel like I'm doing okay. So okay. So Algo was the best. Was there another one? LRC, we did LRC. Balance, I tried Balance. That didn't work. Let me go back up here. I'm looking for XTZ. Let's go to XTZ. Okay. All right. We got some movement over here. Oh, Lord. Balance, I couldn't do. So short term, still have some gaps here. We have broken a support here, and I'm going fast, guys. Again, if you really want me to break this stuff down, and for those that are new to understand, I do Trading Tuesdays. We'll be covering that. This will be in my group. If you're interested in that and saying, you know what, I'm going to bite the bullet and join the group and begin to learn this trading stuff, then you can do that. It's $25 a month to join. But shoot, the kind of money you can make just from learning this stuff, charting and stuff like that, could be cool. And also, I would say I'm unorthodox. See, most people, they would need to actually chart. They would need to actually draw lines and stuff like that on this chart. I can see lines. You know what I mean? I think I got some special glasses or something. I can see these lines, so I don't have to draw them. But for those that the lines are useful for you to draw. I've been doing this for a while. I don't really need to draw my lines. I could go over to another platform and draw the stuff out, but for me, it's not necessary. I'm pretty good at. I think I'm pretty good at seeing it without having to draw it. What I can teach is how to see this stuff, because you see it. You just maybe need someone to explain what you're seeing for the first or second time, and then you're gonna be starting to explain it. So here I'm back on a 15-minute candle, right, which represents about 2 days. But I see the incline. I see the test of the resistance. I see the bounce back, no retest. So, and then now it's on a slow decline from a short-term perspective. I go to my hour counter. I can still see the decline, right? I can see the decline over this time frame as well, and that's alarming to me, right? Now I get to my 6-hour window. I saw the huge run up, but we see this is clearly declining on the short term. So if I were to try and go acquire this, I would go and try to acquire it for as cheap as possible, because I believe the chart is telling me it's declining, although it might bounce back, bounce up a little bit. It's clearly on a decline in the most recent history, although long term it was on an incline. You guys see that? Oh, Kenyatta, what's up, girl? You trade Forex and crypto? That's what I'm talking about, Kenyatta. I'm gonna have to sit in your class. I'm pretty sure you can teach me something. That's what I'm talking about. We got a sister over here finna be doing her thing, man. I love to know how you're doing. How's that going for you? How long you been doing the Forex? How long you been doing the crypto? How long you been doing the Forex? How long you been doing the crypto? All right. So I'm saying to myself, okay, so this thing is declining. So I'm not trying to get it anywhere close to where it currently is. If I do want to get it, I might as well set this bar low. And some of you guys in options may call this out the money. I'm setting my bar low because I still believe it's not ready to recover yet. So that and I'm not gonna go super low, but I'm probably gonna come all the way down here to about the 0.85 range, or even the 0.8 range. I mean, this thing might test its real support level that it has here, which I think is going to have a little bit better belief to do that. So let me see if I can find where these orders are at the 0.8 range or something like that. So down here we do have this 580, 2500, and this is open interest, guys. 3500.84, 3500.85. Well, you gotta look at this. They really are trying to get this at 0.8. But I'm not greedy. I'm not going to be greedy at 0.883. Although there's 17,000 orders open. That's a strong support That's a strong place of support from a buying standpoint. It's gotta get through all of these orders for it to actually keep going down. Yeah, I'm sorry, but even though I want to really go further out, this level here seems to be a little bit more unbreakable. So I'm gonna go here to 0.883, where we have all of these orders. To break through all, it's got to go through 17,563 orders for it to further decline. All of these orders have to be filled from the buyers. So I'm going to stop here. I'm going to say, you know what? Let me trust that it won't break this support level at 0.8830 and make it do what it do. So I'm gonna go in. Oh, that's too much. I can't do 500 there because that's gonna be all my little Bitcoin. I mean, I can't do 1,000. Let me do 500. Okay, that looked to be about half of what I got. I guess. Man, scared money don't make money. So let's go. Nah, you know what? I'm gonna go 250. That's about a quarter of what I got over here. Whatever 0.89 is. So let's go 250 XTZ. Maybe XTC is a little bit more expensive. That's probably what it is. XTZ is probably, oh, it's a $2 coin. Okay. All right. Yeah, it's a little bit more expensive. So let me go 250 on it. Boom. I see what you guys typing over there. Oh, y'all ain't typing nothing. Y'all just watching and learning, or watching and trying to learn. Okay, I got you. Woo, Lord. All right. Well, hey, hopefully there's a resource, man. I know that something like this is technical, and it's not like a whole lot of dialogue that'll probably be happening or engagement that'll be I mean, y'all are probably watching and taking some notes or something. I don't know. All right. So it looked like I got 0.67 left of BTC. Let me see how much that is. So we go over to USD here. We'll go to BTC. Let me go find out how much this is. If I sell it at market, that's $2,000. Okay. I got $2,100 worth of BTC left. I got to get out of this BTC. Oh, Lord. Let's see what else we can do. Now these orders that I'm placing, guys, they're just orders. They still have to get to that space to execute. I'm just basically telling the system, I don't want to buy it until it get to this price. And if it don't get to this price, then don't buy it. That's basically what I'm telling the system to do. So I'm setting my own terms on when I want to acquire something. And if it doesn't get there, that's fine. I'll figure out something else to do later on. Okay. So I guess let's check out Zcash. I guess that would be a next one. It's not enough volume on Zcash. Not enough volume, only 5,000. That's not enough. Algo was good. KNC, not enough volume. So I also got to look at volume too, guys. Not a whole bunch of volume going on over here. I did LRC. Okay, I already did that one. NU. Okay, we can try NU. Let's try NU, which is a new cipher. I like grit. I like the graph, but it's yeah, let's go to NU. All right. So this is NU, or the cipher, I guess, in BTC. Oh, Lord. I don't like that graph. Oh, Lord. That's okay. That's all right. It's some movement going on. Okay. So this one here, we can already see pretty much right here about 0.665666 on this real short-term window over the past, I don't know, 12 hours, 6 hours, something like that. Same thing here. This is clear. Isn't this clear? This support level here, I'm already kind of there. Bounced up, bounced down, bounced up, still hitting. This is ready for a breakout. All right, so here's what this is showing me. We got 3 waves. Look at this. So we got a upward hit. We got a resistance up here, came down, hit this support, came up here, a W pattern here, came back up, hit that same level of resistance. This is over a 2-day period for the most part, and it's back down to this support level. So this support is a real live support, looks like, for this short-term window, which we can see right about here. So this is easy to see. I mean, you can be a 5-year-old to see this and say, okay, well, if you're gonna buy low on a short-term trajectory, you're gonna probably be at these 666s. So let's see if I can find some 666s, which is right here. A lot of open interest at this at 666. Oh, actually, it's at 663. That's where I want to be. 0.663. All right. So I'm going to go 0.663. I'm going to go, let's see what happens. I'll go 1,000. Oh, I don't want to go 1,000. It's too much. Too much of my capital left. Let me go 500. Now, the reason why I go a little bit more on this one, because I believe this is a clearly defined area. All right. Based upon this chart, I can clearly see resistance. I can clearly see support. But I believe this thing, let me go back out. Let me go further out. See, on the long-term 6-hour chart, now I can even feel more comfortable with the support and the possible breakout through resistance. You guys see that? Over a long-term period, this is long-term uptrending asset. So although it's retesting and retesting and retesting, it is poised. This NU is poised for a breakout beyond its highs, or that what we saw. Let me go back in. It's poised for a breakout beyond 0.7, and we know long term over its history on this crypto market, it's been as high as 0.73. I believe we are actually setting up for a breakout to break out past 0.00007 to go up and retest its all-time highs. So I actually feel great enough to put a little bit more capital in this thing, with what the chart is showing me. Now, of course, everybody reads charts differently. That's what I'm seeing. I'm not quite sure what you guys are seeing, but that's what I'm seeing. All right. So I'm going over here to NU. I'm going to go ahead and put this 5. Uh-oh. Did it change? Wait a second. Did I do point? I did 0.665. There we go. Bam. 0.66. Yeah, there we go. And put that buy order on 0.665. Hoping to snipe that thing. Let's go back to a little closer chart. Hoping to snipe that thing right around here. And then boom, that give me a whole bunch of room to get up to 0.7, which you may not think is a lot, but that's a big move. If you're talking about 5 points on a basically a 6 point, that's a big move. I would have to do the math, see what percentage that is. That's a big move if it goes up that way. Even if it gets back to its retest of 0.68, that's still a big move to be able to get in and get out. So I'm talking in terms of BTC, which I know is difficult to comprehend and understand because it's hard for me. But it's easy as a chart reader, although I may not understand the language. So it's the same thing, right? So if I was in Forex, right, and I didn't understand the language, it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter because I understand how to read a chart. You see what I'm saying? Like, so I don't necessarily have to be able to understand all that other stuff. What I need to be able to understand is volume, right? Open interest or orders, right? And momentum. That's all I need to understand. If I can understand that, I can do this on any chart. Right now, there's some other factors that may come into play when you're doing Forex, which would be what's going on in the world, what's going on in China and all that stuff. There's some other factors that might signal some type of that might be a ignition or something like that. But if I learned as long as I can read a chart, I can read any chart. If I can read any chart and it's got something to do with me making some money, well, shoot, let me go ahead and put some money where my mouth is. All right, let me see. I got a little bit more BTC left. Okay, let's see if I can do anything else. All right, I got point. That don't seem to be a whole bunch. That don't really seem like it took a whole bunch out of my stash. I'm at 0.6. I'm still at. Hold on a second. I thought that was gonna be a lot. That don't seem like it was a lot. Okay, hold on. Let's see here. How much fucking did I was at 28? No, I was at 21. Oh, that's not big enough. Oh, I gotta go back over here. That wasn't big enough. I might well do the 1,000. What was that? What was I on? Was I on Zcash or ZR? What was I on? I was on something. What was I on? New. I was on new. That wasn't enough. Yeah, that wasn't enough. Let me do another 500 at that point. Yeah, let me do another 500. That wasn't enough. Yeah, let me do another 500. That wasn't enough. 0.665, right? Yeah. Yeah, let me do that. That wasn't enough. All right. So I don't necessarily know or think it will hit this. You know what? Let me back that up. Let me cancel that. Let me come up here and let me do 0.667. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. All right, let me see if I can find something else I can trade into. I really like graph, by the way. I mean, I'm gonna go with the graph. Let's just see what's happening over here. A lot of broken stuff going on. All right, it's on a short-term decline. This is the 5-minute candles, 15-minute candles. We see, again, another setup that we very similar to what we just saw at about 0.161. It's already below that, so it just kind of broke that. On a 1 hour, we see over a 1 hour candle, we see the long-term, kind of the short mid-term decline for this particular asset. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves. Oh, man, this thing is setting up nicely, settling down on its support down here, about 0.160, something like that. Oh, this is looking juicy. All right. Now we see here, ooh. So we see testing of resistance, testing of support, but then we also see that it's long-term resistance about 0.18. I don't know about this one. This is setting up nicely though. Long-term incline, but we see here a lot of sideways movement. Sideways down here. So this one here, although it's setting up nicely for this short term, I mean, it looked like it is setting up nicely for a return. I still, because of this, what I see here, it makes me say, wait a second. I can be safe, right? When I say safe, I mean, I can try to get this thing at 0.160, right? That's safe. Or I can risk it for the biscuit and try to put in 0.14. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to put in 2 different orders, right? At 0.16, I feel like that's safe. That's okay. Let me get in it, right? Although I believe that, and I'll do 0.1063. That'll be kind of right here. I'll do 500, whatever that is. That's probably not enough. I'll do 1,000. Yeah, I'll do 1,000 here. And then I'm going to come down and place another order right down here to 0.14 range, probably about here, about 0.15, where a lot of open interest is. I'm gonna do that too. So I'm gonna set up 2 orders on the graph, right? Set up 2 orders. One for my safe zone. Oh, I don't like that point. Oh, that's because I went in. Still. Look at that, 0.1596. That's where I want to be. Right here. Yeah. Okay. It's right here. That's about right. And then right here. Okay. So I'm setting this thing up. Going long, I'm going short and going long. That way, if it, so here's what happens. If it hits my first entry, right, and it just keeps going down, because the chart is giving me the indication that it could break down or break up. It looks like it's settling to actually go on a rebound. But what I'm not seeing is I'm not really seeing, when I go back here and look at this short term, I'm not really seeing the whole volume piece that I like to see, right? I'm not really seeing the volume, but it is setting up nice. It looks like it's some great support here after 5 waves of doom, saying, okay, we done enough. So if it hits my first zone and then it rebounds, great. But if it hits my first zone and it keeps declining down to my second zone, even better, because then I would then have dollar cost average my 2 trades, got it for cheaper since I set up 2 zones, and still wait on the return. I really like the graph. Even from a USD side, I really like this chart. This is probably one of my most played charts. Or my, I really like what I see when I come and look at the graph. The graph is just the name of the cryptocurrency. All right. So what else I got? I still got some stuff out there. I still got 0.229. I got to get out of this. I got to get out of this BTC, man. I got to get out of it, right? And some of y'all might not understand what I'm saying, but I got $961 left. Okay, let's make it. I got to find something. Let's make it do what it do, peoples. So rep here is maybe a good candidate. Not enough volume. I don't really like that one. I really love Algo. I might have to come back to Algo. KNC, not enough volume. I'm looking for, guys. I'm looking for something that is over 4% decline and has enough volume so that my order can execute, right? That's what I'm looking for. And I don't see anything else. Uni's up. Band. The band might be okay. Did I look at the band already? All right, so look at the band. I think I came here already, and I was like, Anyway, so we see the decline here. We see the Tesla support at 0.275. We see it going up. This is on a 5-minute candle. 15-minute candle, we see that it was on an incline. It started to decline. It broke support down here at 0.275, and then it started coming back up. So we see here that this was an anomaly. We missed an opportunity. This was at 5 o'clock. This is when I got started. This is an hour ago. Man, if I had saw this an hour ago, oh, Lord. Maybe I did see it, and I just didn't believe it. I don't know. I don't know if I came here or not. We see here on a longer term trend line, we see it actually, this is setting up pretty nicely. This thing might just shoot back up and come back up to 0.31. Look at this. Band is something, it's doing some extravagant stuff here. It's declining, and all of a sudden it breaks its decline, it breaks its wave, breaks its top end, and then it's still on a short term or mid-term decline, but my goodness, this thing has the power. We see it in its past. I believe in history. It has the power to just go bananas. Look at that. Now we do see a top end on the longer term trend line here. We see a top end of 0.31. So that would be my exit, my exit. And then we see here. So I'm going to go back in. I'm going to try to get some of this band. I don't believe it's going to come back down and test these waters, but I'm willing to try. So let's just risk it for the biscuit, baby. Let's see here. So I'm looking at about 0.275 is what I'm looking at. And I can't scalp it. It's moving too fast. All right, 0.02775. Oh, Lord. So I see here 0.28 is where some open interest is. I'm looking for open interest as well. I don't want to go too far beyond where a lot of open interest is. 0.28807 is here. And that's the largest space. So I'm going to go there. I'm going to max this thing out. I don't know how much this is. I'm going to max it out. It'll be my last little setup trade for the morning. I hit that buy order here. I think we're good here. This is one I don't believe is going to come back and retest this 0.28007. Well, actually, it might test there. Yeah, that might be good. That actually might be good. I'm not going to try to come all the way down 0.2775. Not enough open interest at that space that I can see. 5,000 here. I don't see any other really great spaces. So I'm going to feel comfortable there. Trying to get out of all of my BTC into these other altcoins. And then let's see if anything has happened. So what I can do here is I can go to my orders. These are all the orders I have set up. I can go over here and look at field. I can see if anything took place. Nothing has taken place this morning. My last field order was at 9:49. Last night. I'm still above 5,000. I have declined with the market decline. Went down 300. That's okay. But my goal, I got to get to 6,000 by the end of the week. That's my goal for the week. So in order for me to do that, I'm buying low and selling high. Now I do have one other thing I could be doing here while the market is in decline. And so the market is in decline. You can see here prices that the market is down 3.28% overall. So I like to buy into declining markets, especially for long-term uptrending assets. All right, so I can still buy stuff at a discount and sell it for a higher price. All right, so I'm going to go over here to USDC, and I'm going to try to find something that I'm going to look for the 8%, 8% Amisigo. I like that. KNC 8%. Band. That's the same thing. 11% on band. Like I'm. It's hard for me not to go with that one. U5 is too expensive. Band is interesting. I like band. 828 on that. KNC. Let me look at this one. I got $279 left, so I might as well try to find something. This one here, I don't like this chart. Let me go back to band. This looks interesting. Oh Lord, look at this. No. I like Algo, but look at all these declining Amisigo. Let me look at Amisigo. Amisigo. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Yeah, I can go with Amisigo. Amisigo's fine. 3.4. Try that. Let me 3.43. 3.41. 3.41. That's fine. So we go 3.41. I'm gonna max this out and place an order on Amisigo, and that's gonna make it do what it do. All right, guys. So let me see. You guys got any questions? I'm not explaining everything. Obviously, I'm trying to get my orders in. So yeah. So the concept is to either go from an appreciating asset. If you see a decline, it's only dropped 3%. So that's not a big enough decline to really capture a whole bunch of profit off of if you're playing the short side. But I don't really think at this point where we are, it's wise to try to short crypto. It doesn't. I mean, everything that we saw pretty much was on long-term uptrending charts. So unless something drastic has to happen for us to see a decline. And so we can look at cryptocurrency like an emerging market. Like it's an emerging market. A lot of money is flowing into cryptocurrency at different times in different spaces. So I don't think it's really wise. And again, for those who's on the Forex side or whatever, you might be trading Forex into crypto as a currency. It's going to be, I have seen more people. I haven't seen many successful short sellers on the cryptocurrency space, right? I mean, now of course it can set up and happen. We saw the big drop of Bitcoin, a couple weeks ago, where it dropped from 40,000 to 30,000. That would be a great lick, a great hit up or something like that. But generally speaking, what we're seeing with these charts is a long-term uptrend. It's going to have to be something cataclysmic, some regulation, something that has to take place in order for us to really see declines on the crypto side. That does not mean, though, that we might not see a lot of consolidation, sideways movement. But even in sideways movement, there's still a lot of volatility, which is great for trading. So that's what I got, guys. This is my trading session. If you may have questions, this is not super exciting stuff to most people. It's way up early in the morning. I just get up early before everybody else because I got this money time for me. It's video game. It's my video game money machine. And so for those that's been like, wondering what this is all about, hopefully I shared some stuff with you today. I know I have some other traders that may have joined and watched, and this might have been, help add another feather into your knowledge cap. But this is how I operate. I'm unorthodox, but this is a skill I've learned over 10, 15 years. So I just don't do it like everybody else does it. But hopefully it was helpful for you nonetheless. Well, guys, I'm about to, get ready for my morning routine. I'll be back at 7:45 with the New Black Wall Street Book Club. If you are interested in learning more about trading, investing, we do have a club that you can choose to join if you want to get around like-minded people. It is a paid membership, but sometimes you got to pay to get exclusive. That's what it is. You want to get around other people that's getting this guap that can help you become a better investor, trader, help you build out your business if that's what you decide to do. If you want to get around business people and wealth-minded people, that's the Black Billionaires Club. Simply go to the website, www.theblackbillionairesclub.com, www.theblackbillionairesclub.com, and you can choose to join today. If you need a referral link, I'm using Coinbase right now, and this is Pro Coinbase. You register for Coinbase, and then you can go over and get a Pro Coinbase account for your trading if you want to do that. I do have a link for you as well. That's going to be in the description of this video on Facebook and or YouTube. You just click on that link, and then you can go to Coinbase and set you up an account, and then you can begin your journey into crypto millionaire. That's what I'm talking about. I'm looking to become a crypto millionaire as a part of my portfolio, not the only part of my portfolio of my $1 billion portfolio. This is just going to be a part of it. But shoot, I've been playing video games my whole life. I might as well use what I learned to make some money. That's how I look at it. All right, beautiful people, man, I want to say thanks so much for tuning in. I want you guys to remember this, man. It takes a village. It starts with us. Let's build as we climb together. We all we got, beautiful people. Matter of fact, we all we need. And thank God that's more than enough. Till next episode, you know what time it is. Mr. DJ, hit the music.
The New Black Wall Street. Thanks you for joining the show. We gave a lot of great tips, but it's time to go. Take the knowledge we shared, hope you use it and grow. We will see you all there at the next episode of The New Black Wall Street. The New Black Wall Street.